All right, I need a second to get everything back up and going here. Hang on. It is not worth it for me at the moment to keep doing that. Not until I can put a bunch of words into the filter. Um, yep, that's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Not at all. Okay. We should be back now on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Um, that was ridiculous. All right, I think we're good there. We're good there. We're good here. So what happened? I had a guy come in chat and start spamming about how he liked to roleplay a predator in Skyrim, and not the cool predator from the movies, but the kind of predator who we can't say the words, but SA, if you know what SA stands for. They were bragging about being a SA predator when they made their character in Skyrim. I'm over it. Like, that was like the 20th person I had to ban in the course of like 30 minutes, and I can't. I'm not having fun doing that. It's not having fun. No, no, it's gross. It's 100% gross. I had a bunch of people spamming the name of a certain president. I had a bunch of people spamming a bunch of stuff about stuff happening in a part of the world that I don't care about. I had a bunch of people, yeah, and yesterday the guy spamming the N word and trying to spell it different ways. And then now I've got somebody saying I can't do that, guys, because if I don't moderate it, TikTok can ban me, and TikTok will like punish me for not moderating the chat. And so if I don't take care of it, I can get in trouble. So I can't sit here and moderate chat. I'm supposed to be playing a fucking video game. So I am a little bit bummed right now, and I'm a little bit pissed. I am angry this morning. I am honestly angry right now. I am angry that we have people who are so mentally unwell and so childlike that they think it's funny to talk about SA and making a character who SAs other people in a video game. Like, that's not funny. That's not a funny joke. That's not a mom joke and a dad joke. You know, that's not you're threatening my livelihood just because you want to be a dipshit. I'm not going to put up for it. So the solution is I'm just not going to stream on TikTok right now. I did not know that I could put prohibited words in place. So I'm going to work on that before we do another stream on there. But I might take a couple of days off from TikTok, because that's just really like, what's up? Yeah, we're dealing with trolls, buddy. They're trying to ruin my morning. What are you doing? So that's unfortunate. But the easy solution is we're not going to stream on TikTok this morning, or for the foreseeable future, until I can figure out a way to. And doing the word filters might not be enough, because they will always try to find creative ways to spell the words. But I should be able to. What I really wish that they had a follower only feature, like all my other platforms do, so I could just say, you can't chat unless you follow my channel, because that is a barrier of entry that most trolls don't want to go through. I really wish I could do that, but I can't. And fuck me if it sucks, because it is a necessary evil I have to have for my business, and I do want to grow that channel this year. So I've been trying to stream it and just deal with it, and I can't. Like, Like I can't have people talking that kind of stuff or spamming racial slurs in my chat. Just and the thing is like somebody says if you don't mention it, they won't do it. Dude, trust me. They do it. Like I turned on the stream today. I hadn't even finished my social media. We were about 90 seconds into the stream and I already had 3 people out of the gate that said, "Oh, whoa, here's the child molester going live again." And it was like on TikTok. Like somebody called me a child molester. And it's like, I haven't even been live for like 90 seconds and so that it's just like they're just waiting for the moment. You don't have to say anything. They're just going to put stupid stuff in chat. And it's like, yeah, TikTok is cancer. It really is. And it's like, I'm sitting here going, it's a necessary evil to have it as a platform to grow, but I just am struggling with the whole is it worth live streaming on without hiring somebody to sit there and just moderate it full time. So I will obviously, I didn't know that I could put words into the filter. That's on me for not knowing. I learned something new today. So I'm going to go take the time to copy and paste over. I don't know if I can copy and paste or if I have to do it manually on my phone, but I'm going to go put a bunch of word filters. There is no auto moderation. I mean, there is, but it doesn't do a good job at all. It'll auto moderate me. Like I got banned for 4 days because I was running around with my axe on my two-handed character during a live stream, and I said, somebody asked me, what build are you running? And I went, I'm using a two-handed axe build because I love running around and chopping people's heads off. And TikTok, immediately the AI caught that, kicked the live stream, gave me a violation for criminal activities and violence, which is still, by the way, in appeals. They haven't given me an answer on my appeal because I was like, context, please. I'm playing a video game. It's become this thing where all I'm doing is bitching and yelling about TikTok recently, and it's really starting to piss me off because I didn't have that problem until I added TikTok to the rotation. And even November, December of last year weren't that bad. I had a couple of moments, but like ever since like the last week, it's been so. Um, Welcome back, everybody. Rant off, I guess. I'm gonna take 5 really quick, um, and just take a breather, stretch my eyes, stretch my legs, and we're gonna come back and do some more Skyrim. But I definitely, I apologize to everybody for that. I know some of you who come over from the TikTok chat, and I appreciate that. But I am sorry that we had to go through that. That sucks. That sucks. Gummy people. Anyway, I'll be back shortly. All right. A little bit of a palate cleanse with my wife outside on the patio. Yeah, the tools for moderation are extremely limited. It's very unfortunate. Yeah, it's yeah, yep.
Are you buying those?
Yep.
The thing about the filtered keywords, I'm looking this up right now. I don't know that filtered keywords will stop people from typing stuff into chat. I don't know. It says when you filter a keyword, you won't see posts in your selected feeds that contain the word in any titles, descriptions, or stickers. But it doesn't say anything about that filtering the words in live streams.
There are those who believe that the entire Droma race
Oh
will
no,
one
you
day
can
return
select. Hold
just
on,
as
you can
suddenly
select
as
it.
vanished.
Okay, so when you go to add the words, hold up a second. Let me go. We're doing something in real time, guys, because I like when we have people in chat who talk about these things and help me figure this out sometimes. Give me 2 seconds here because I'm gonna go into my YouTube. It might be better to do it from Twitch actually, because I already have these lists of words that are already set up, and I don't know. Yeah, I'm very frustrated this morning. I just went out and unloaded to my wife. Blocked terms and phrases. Oh, see, it's listed. These are all listed one at a time. I need to check the Discord. I need to check YouTube. Because the problem is the way they have the words broken down. I don't know if I can directly copy and paste this over. No, I don't think I can. It won't let me paste it, so I'm going to have to manually do it. But I will say, here, I'm going to show you guys, just so that you're aware from behind the scenes, I can actually... So for anybody else who ends up going through this, you can then, when you put the blocked words in, you can then select where it's going to filter it from. And one of those is the live settings. So that should theoretically keep them at, it's not going to be a foolproof measure, but it should help quite a bit in just keeping certain terms from being mentioned in chat, So thanks to whoever gave me that tip. I was not aware that I could do that on TikTok. I didn't know. But you can add keywords to block those things from being said. However, it is going to be a thing where I have to manually go through and type each word out. I can't just copy and paste because the format that Twitch and everybody uses. All right, we'll get it sorted, and then we will experiment one more time. And if it's still as bad, I'm just gonna not use TikTok to live stream. I am just gonna go in here and burn everything down on easy mode. I can't be bothered right now. tired of dying to this one fight. And that felt extremely rewarding. I wish you could reorganize that list of favorites. I feel like that would be really useful to be able to say, I want to put Stone Skin up at the very top, along with my fire spells, please. Yeah, we're all human, guys. I went outside and just got a little emotional with my wife. I don't get emotional very often, and I'm not ashamed to say that, you know what? You win. You win, guys. If you want to be like that in my chat, and I'm just not going to stream on TikTok, like, you win. You want to be disruptive and disrupt everybody else's fun, you win. You know, and if we were at a comedy club or a concert, we would be able to kick those people out. But I sat there and banned like 30 people in like 20 minutes, and that's just, I'm no longer able to play the game. Like, I can't play the game. All I'm doing is banning people, and I got, yeah, but I went out and like unloaded to my wife. First time in 4 years of doing this that I've had that feeling ever. I have always had fun, and the trolls have never gotten to me, but I am not ashamed to admit that that got to me. Because it's like it's a constant onslaught over the past like 3 days. I'm a human being, 100% human being. I get people trying to spam the N-word in my chat. I get people spamming stuff about SA in the chat and how they like making SA characters in video games. Like, we're no longer in the realm of let's make fun of Renfail's hairline, right? You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a shit if you make fun of this or my bald spot. Like, make fun of that. You want to call Bethesda a shitty company? Call Bethesda a shitty company. You want to talk about how Starfield is woke slop garbage? Talk about it. Do it. Let it out. Be a bitch. But the moment you start, like, purposefully being, like, there are certain topics that are just unacceptable. Unacceptable. And I do feel like there's this certain element over the last week that has just like surged forth out of the cesspool and just are eking their way into every aspect of life. And I can have, the cool thing is I can have filters on all these platforms, but I can't have like, I can't put the follower filter on TikTok, and I really wish we could. Because that solved so many problems when I was able to put that on all my other platforms. They broke me, kids. Everybody breaks at some point. I don't see anything in here like an exit. Oh, wow, I totally didn't even see that. Clairvoyance coming in for the win. Love it. Also on Twitch, yeah, at a certain point, advertisers will push back. But it does take quite a bit. I mean, you guys gotta remember, like, remember YouTube before Jake Paul did the whole Japan forest video? Like, YouTube was the Wild West for a long time as well, until they reached a breaking point. And once that happened, they had to get strict with moderation. And suddenly there was a whole bunch of stuff that you weren't allowed to post and talk about on YouTube anymore. Did she die? God damn it. Did she die before or after I quick saved? About to find out. No, you're still there. What the heck? Wait, that said master. I don't know if I want to waste lockpicks on a master door. Well, it wasn't a full break, but it was definitely a miniature break. I don't know him that well. I know of him. I think his name is Golthinian or something. I don't know. I see him on Twitter sometimes in relation to like Carnage, because like talks with him on like Twitter X a lot. Golthanian or Golthonian. I don't know who he is. He's some streamer, producer, whatever. And I just saw his post today that he takes every January off completely. Like just the whole month of January, just take it off. It's the month advertisers don't pay shit. There's usually not a lot of new game releases. Just January is a good month to just take a mental cleanse. And I'm wondering about the benefits of just doing 100% like January as a cleanse, just like completely go offline. I've never felt the need to do that. I did take my first holiday ever this year where I actually took time off, and it was very refreshing. I don't know. I mean, I've seen him promoting Emberville for a long time, but I'm not really interested in it. It's a pixel game. I don't really do pixel games. Jesus, I almost feel like I should start taking health. Whatever. I'm gonna play on easy mode for a while. I'm over the whole hard mode, adept mode for now, I think. I have to get to 50. I'll take some magic resistance. Anything I could do to help out with survivability. Alright, he has Fireball. I wish I had a Fireball spell. I don't have a Fireball spell. Oh, it's a Firebolt. I have those. God, Janasa. Well, you got in the way, girl. Dude, those things still kick your ass on easy mode. Oh my goodness. I also would like to humanize the fact that like people who are streamers, like someone tried to say the other day that we should just toughen up and deal with it because that's just part. If you want to be a streamer, you just got to deal with it. And it's like, you know, have you ever like listened to Ben Affleck talk about the paparazzi? Because he's had some altercations with the paparazzi, and I know I for 100%, if I had to deal with the paparazzi like that, I would be the Ben Affleck of the world, where I would absolutely punch a dude in the face, grab their camera, smash it on the ground, like get the fuck out of my personal bubble, like. But you just have to put up with it because you're a celebrity and you signed those rights away when you decided to become an actor. And it's like, bullshit. Like, I have human rights. Like, you know, I have the right to, like, human decency, least of all. So I definitely am going to stand up for that. I don't think that people should be able to just abuse streamers without consequences just because, oh, you should just toughen up and deal with it. If you're going to be online, you should tough it up. Just deal with the chat, man. We're not talking about dealing with like your normal average garden troll isn't coming into chat and calling people, you know, trying to, using racial slurs, all that kind of stuff. Like, man, that's a whole other level of. No, we shouldn't have to put up with that. And I can't believe there are people out there who would defend it and be like, yeah, you should totally have to put up with it. Just get a thicker skin, bro. Grow a thicker skin. You do realize that full-time streamers have teams of mods that keep that stuff out of their chat for a reason, right? Like, have I gotten to that point where I'm just finally gonna have to go mod on everybody? I didn't think that was going to happen in 2026. I knew I would get to the point where I would need mods eventually, but I didn't think I was at that level yet. But maybe 2026 is the year where I have to finally go mods. Is there another one? Oh shit, there's fireballs! A gloom lurker. But you can't hide, my fire will find you everywhere. What is a focusing crystal? Anyway, I think we should normalize treating people with respect and decency. Like, people who stream games are not punching bags. Like, we should normalize
mechanical inhabitants are all that remain of the Dwemer.
Like, not being an idiot in a chat just because you can. Like, normalize being decent to each other. Holy shit. Normalize taking pee breaks as well, by the way. That's right, Headmine. Fire wheel mods! Exactly, Allie. No, it has to be like Bubbalonia and I've had some long chats about it because at one point in time, before he started doing his own streaming journey, I had talked with him about potentially doing it, and then I decided I didn't need it because I was like, I'm not big enough to really need mods because the tools have gotten better, right? So it's like I've been able to do things like put it on follower only mode and to be able to put a bunch of keywords into the filters to block people from saying different, using different words. So I haven't needed to get to that point. So he and I have had good conversations about that. But he's made his own way, and I fully support him getting all the love and attention and going all the way in on streaming. So I've had those conversations, but yeah, it has to be. I've known Bubbles for 4 years, so that's yes. You have to have that level of friendship and knowledge of someone to be able to trust them to be a moderator for you, because you can't just pick some rando and be like, I'm gonna pay you money and have you mod for me. It's got to be someone who has been around for 3-4 years, who knows the community, who has the same respect, understands the rules, etc. It says I need a key to get through this. Pine fresh egg. How is there a salmon on the ground in here? There's no river anywhere near here. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what we're getting to, Allie, is that it's getting to that point. I think we're at that point. Well, is my clairvoyance telling me to go through here? Yes. It says I need a key. Is there like a lever around here that I'm missing? None of these had a key on them. Did I miss a corpse? Well, I definitely feel like we're missing something. There's a chamber up here to the right, maybe? That's a master door. What other doors do we have from here? That's where I came from. That over there also I haven't been. Let's go this way first.
The Dwemer who built this place were sometimes called dwarves, but history records that they were no shorter than humans.
She did so many voiceovers in Star Trek Online. Okay. This is leading us in completely opposite direction. However, I haven't been here yet, so... Oh, that's new. Oh, wrong spell. Just realized I'm not. Get up, girlfriend. You'll be fine. Shake it off. Ah! There's a key. Oh my goodness, we got a whole bunch of goodies. That's probably the key I'm looking for. I tell you what, Maw Deep says you unlock that door from the other side? Oh, okay. Ali says I've never played Star Trek Online. I will say this about Star Trek Online. I love the episodic approach where when you do a mission, you get like this cut scene and then the title goes up on the top left like you're watching an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. So every time you warp in to do a mission, it's like you're on an episode of the show. The space combat I find really fun. The customization of the ships, the levels of the ships, all that is super fun. The crew members that you can recruit to do different things on the ship find super fun. The ground missions, however, are absolute. The graphics are dog shit, and the character models look like dog shit. And the ground combat in general is just for me, it was absolute dog shit. And I have a lot of hours in Star Trek Online because I really do enjoy the game, but I hate playing the ground missions. That key was unlocked with that. That door was unlocked with that key. So for me, I do love Star Trek Online, but I don't play it a lot anymore because I don't like the ground combat, and they've put a ton of ground combat in between the space missions. Chris Sub, haven't been able to watch you due to Tennessee getting hit with an Arctic storm. Lost my power for a few days. Well, welcome back, Chris Sub. Do I play Star Wars: The Old Republic occasionally? Once every few months. I don't feel compelled to play Star Wars: The Old Republic a lot because I have put thousands of hours into that game over the years.
Gavros, is that you? I'd almost given up hope. Let me get the door. What the? What are you doing here?
Your friend
What have
Gavros
you done
is
with
dead.
Gavros? It was the Falmer, wasn't it? Curse them! They've ruined everything. If Gavros is gone, there is no hope. He was supposed to return with the crystal. Without that, all our efforts are wasted. And you, if you're here for treasure or wisdom or anything, I'm afraid you've wasted your time.
What's this about a crystal?
It didn't work the first time. I tried to tell Gavros, but he wouldn't listen. No, it won't be too cold, he said. Well, I was right, wasn't I? Focused completely wrong by the time we got here. The cold had warped it. Gavros had to cart it all the way back to Cyrodiil. Left the rest of us here to fend off the damnable Falmer.
What's the crystal for?
It was a brilliant idea, really. Mostly mine, though Gavros took the credit. Secret, though. Official Synod business. Can't talk about it.
Well, I'm here looking for the Staff of Magnus.
Are you? Well, I'm afraid I can't help you with that. I need the crystal to do anything useful, and I don't have it.
So if I find the crystal, you'll help me.
I don't know what sort of help you expect from me, but if you can actually find the crystal, I'd certainly be grateful. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably dig back in my channel and find some of the old... I haven't played in maybe 2 or 3 years, Ali. But I've played on the PC as well as the PS4. I may even have done it on the PS5 when I first got my PS5. So, I mean, either or. But speaking of Cryptic, Jack Emmett's back as the CEO of the company again. I guess, so he was heading the Warhammer Online MMO, and then I didn't know this until yesterday. NetEase pulled their funding in November. So the entire staff who were working on the Warhammer MMO, that Warhammer MMO, was fired. And Jack was the CEO of that studio, and then now he's back at Cryptic, which is the studio he co-founded 30 years ago or whatever. So I just saw that on all their socials today, is that Jack is back. Jack is back as the CEO of Cryptic. I'm interested to see what that means for Star Trek Online. Star Trek